please donate to the link in the description to the Just Giving page. As you can see on screen, I've now got Jack, who is obviously, as you can see, a Liverpool fan. How you doing, Jack?
I'm fine, thank you.
Is you coping well with the lockdown? Are your family okay? And
yeah, we're just getting work done around the and everything. So
yeah. I see you. I see you're not a. I hear you're not a Scouser. So whereabouts in the world are you from?
So I'm from a little town called Burnley.
Oh, you're from Burnley, are you? Ah, okay.
I've got many family in Liverpool, and I'm basically in Liverpool.
So yeah, obviously with the lockdown and all the rest of it, and Liverpool are 25 points clear. You don't want to. The Dutch have cancelled the league and avoided the league, so you don't want that to happen, do you?
Saw that last night, and I panicked. But no, obviously, at the minute, health and the main priority, and it'd be absolutely brilliant for the league to continue when we win the league. But health's priority at the moment, and it will be gutting if we lose. But it just gives us motivation to go again next season, I think.
Yeah, it's like I say, everyone keeps using this word unprecedented, but it's unprecedented, and I mean, it'll be a bit. It'd be a bit cruel. I mean, obviously, I'm a Man City fan, and obviously, it's hard to see you guys up there, but
Yeah,
it would be cruel to deny you the league title, really. There's been news reports of Timo Werner available on a £52 million deal. Apart from Timo Werner, do you want anyone else through the door, or?
I'm thinking. I've seen reports of Diego Carlos from Liverpool defender. I'm thinking that could be a potential brilliant signing. We've seen how well he's done in Spain, and I'm hoping we can maybe put a bid in for him, and it comes across here, and with partners Van Dijk, and it'd be brilliant, I think.
Do you think you can keep hold of Mane, Salah?
I think the reports with Mane at the minute it's a bit of unsettling. I don't think there's too much in it at the moment, but I think it would be hard to keep hold of him if what the reports are saying is true.
No.
And with Salah, I see it as if he goes, it's going because he is a brilliant player, but we've only seen the shadow of who he was last season in the past few matches, and I think maybe it is time to move on for Salah if carrying on going the way he's going.
Yeah, I mean it's again. I mean, Salah's getting close to 30-year-old now. So obviously, when he scored 42 goals in that season, you think he's past his peak?
I don't think he's past his peak. I think his head may have been turned. So I think that may be the reason why he's not doing as well as he was doing. I think the gravity of it when you're told Real Madrid may want you or Barcelona may want you to join, it's the gravity of that being said to you, and I understand why people think, "Oh my god, I could join the biggest clubs in the world here," but is that not changing now? Because obviously we've won the Champions League. Is English football not coming to the top again? That's the way I see it with players now. Clubs as the top tier clubs, and I think Tower may not have realised that yet, and I think that's why it goes.
I mean, Jurgen Klopp came out a couple of days ago and said the current Liverpool team is not the finished article, and obviously Pep Guardiola said the same thing about City's team before he went and won 100 points in the league. So um, for potential for improvement, if he's saying it's not the finished article, where could you improve?
I think midfield's a big place space for improvement at the minute. I mean, Fabinho's come back from injury, and we really haven't seen that form that he was in before that. Um, Naby Keita, it's a hard one. It's a hard one because we've seen what he can do, but we've also seen the lack of skill in some matches. And with the injuries, in the matches he hasn't performed in, I think it may be hard to ever make him or get him to have an impact on our club the
Yeah.
way we are.
So you're not a big fan then, no?
I'm not a big fan of Carter, but I want to be. I want him to show why we paid the amount of money we did for it.
Mm.
I,
I think Oxlade Chamberlain's got a point to prove. I mean, I know he did really, really, really well before he got injured. Um, but obviously, with the team moving on while he's been injured, and went and done what they've done, he's got a good point to prove next season. Oxlade Chamberlain.
as it was starting to have a huge part of the squad, and then injured. And I think injuries have always been a problem for Oxford. I think they've always been a problem, and I think if he doesn't prove how good he really is, then he's either going to have to move on or just settle for being a squad player. And I think we've got too much quality in the squad for him to be a regular player now.
Yeah.
But Henderson, there's so many doubters of Henderson, and he's performed brilliantly this season. And then we've got Wijnaldum. He doesn't always make a massive impact, but it's the little things he does. And we've got Fabinho, who obviously has showed his brilliance. So I think Oxlade may struggle to get in.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Obviously, the big investment in Alisson and Van Dijk has obviously propelled you to the echelons of the Premier League. I mean, it's I'm looking at Liverpool's first 11. There's not much depth, is there? I mean, you've been quite lucky with injuries, haven't you, this season?
We definitely have. And look at the first 11 and you think, wow. But then you can look at the bench and you can think, it's mediocre. If we lost 3, 4 of the players from the first 11, would we be in that position we are now with the bench we've got? I mean, Curtis Jones is a youngster who we've now moved him to the first squad, but is he ready? Is he ready for that level yet?
Yeah.
And I don't think we've got the. You look at Man City's squad, and you've got the first 11. You think, wow. You've got the bench. You think, wow. We haven't got that at Liverpool, and I think that's what we need
Mm.
because few injuries to our squad. First 11 now could potentially ruin that position we're in.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of talk of um, bringing in Sancho. But again, I don't know who the agent is for Sancho, but he's doing a pretty good job because he's getting linked with every single club in the world, So, um, yeah, I mean, I did envisage Liverpool's first 11 next season, and I couldn't see Salah there, to be honest. I could see Salah at Real Madrid, and then maybe Sancho on the right hand side for Liverpool. Um,
Yeah,
but
I don't know. I think from the reports of him to Manchester United being apparently done, I think they may just beat us to that. And I can't. I'll be honest. I agree with you. I can't see Salah in that squad next season, but I don't see anyone who could possibly replace him at this time. I think
Um,
I think Sancho's young, and personally, as I see it as he could burn out before he's the age of 25, and I think I think he will end up at United, but I don't think he'll stay at this level he is for a long time.
okay, okay, so it's a bold claim, but again, it's it's who he plays with. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I say the team makes the player. Do you know what I mean? I mean, right now, I'd take Willian in a heartbeat. Do you know what I mean? He's a
Yeah,
free transfer. Some people point to his age and all the rest of it, but the guy's Brazilian. You know what I mean? His technique's flawless, and I think he'd fit into any team in the world. To be honest,
okay.
I mean, would you take him at Liverpool?
I would. I wouldn't take him as a first team player, but I would take it. Uh, I think he's a brilliant player to. I think he's a brilliant player to get bench when you need a goal. Um,
I think he's better than Hazard. Honestly, I really do.
I, because if you look at Hazard now, he's made this huge Real Madrid.
Mm,
He scored how many goals has he scored in his past
mm,
10 matches?
yeah, yeah.
It he's not proved his worth, and I think if he'd have stayed at Chelsea, then he would. But I think I agree with you there that Willian has proved it at Chelsea. He's proved it in the biggest league in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's, he carried that team at Chelsea for quite a long time. Hazard, and I think he got frustrated the fact that they didn't build the team around him. You know, um, but again, I mean, for me, Willian's a better player by a million miles. You know.
He's got the technique there. He's also you can see in every match he plays. He doesn't give up. He's got that motivation. That's what you need in a team. Player who you think, oh yeah, I am the biggest player in this team. No one can touch me. You need a player who just keeps on going. And I think Willian's that type of player.
Yeah. Is there any players out there that you'd like to see through the door at Liverpool? Is there anybody you'd like to get rid of?
There's the big one that I think we've all seen with. Well, I'd love it, but I don't think it will happen. I think it's a massive deal to happen, and I think the only place he'll end up is Real Madrid. Now,
Hmm.
I think that's the place he wants to go. We've all heard him say Ronaldo's his icon. He was at Madrid for countless years, as we all know. I think that's where he'll end up. Uh, Outgoings, I think it's obviously as we've all heard, it's almost definitely leaving. I think that may be a right move because you can't see him getting in over Salah or Mane. You just can't.
But then you got the issue of squad depth, you know, because I mean, obviously we know you Champions League winners, you know, World Cup winners. In my eyes, obviously Premier League winners, because obviously you only need 2 games to win the league, you know. So um, you need that squad depth. I mean, as Man United proved over the years, um, Fergie got rid of the best players, so what they think at the time, and then bought better, if not on the same level, but younger. You know.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, like I say, a massive issue with squad depth at Liverpool. Um, for me, Jordan Henderson has overperformed massively. Sometimes I think to myself, we should be drug tested because he's just been superb. Wijnaldum, I think he's close to 30-year-old now. Milner, he can't sustain it. He's what is he, 34, 33.
it's a,
Um, so yeah, like I say, the issue with squad depth. I think that's part of the reason why Jurgen Klopp came out and said they're not the finished article, and it's fair comment because I'll say the team's not finished really, is it?
Got
Um,
a lot more to do at Liverpool, and I think he's right. This isn't the end. We want everything. I think that hunger to win everything is why it's not finished for a long time. I think we've got our team at the minute that's absolutely brilliant, but I don't think this team can carry on doing this for the foreseeable future while we haven't got that depth. Um, and I think Klopp knows what he's doing for the next few seasons with the squad, and I think it's been the plan all along to do this the way Klopp's doing it.
yeah. So what was your sorry, I meant to ask you actually. Um, on the next couple of weeks, we're doing a feature on the YouTube channel. We're picking two players from each club to star in our standard 4-4-2 Hall of Fame. Now we're picking two players from each club because we're picking from teams that have actually played in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think Sky Sports are doing a Hall of Fame, but it's just going to be filled with United and Chelsea and Arsenal players. So, so I thought, to be fair, we'll do it for every single club that's ever played in the Premier League. So, in your eyes, seeing as though you are the age you are, in the Premier League, who would be your two players for the Hall of Fame?
I think there's a quite obvious one that I'm going to say, and that's Steven Gerrard.
Yeah, yeah,
I think that's quite an obvious one for me, as I am a Liverpool fan, but as a football fan, the things he could do was real. I've I've never seen that from a player since Gerrard, um, and that's why I choose him. And another player I would choose is I think Company. Actually, it's a strange one. I think Vincent is leadership with City. It was
mm,
real,
mm,
unreal.
mm,
He was an unreal defender, massively underrated.
mm. Um, we're, we're choosing two players from each team. So mine was Steven Gerrard plus another from Liverpool.
Oh,
But but I don't know. But I was trying to figure out which one to choose for. Because obviously it was Gerrard and Michael Owen for me, but
yeah.
you know, with the age you are, I'm not too sure who you'd pick.
Um, I've watched a lot of football to say I am.
No, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying that, but like, but obviously, if, I've noticed that fans from different age groups have picked players from their era. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
See, obviously from a Liverpool perspective, it's sort of your age group. Um, I'd probably go with Steven Gerrard and Xabi Alonso.
yeah.
Maybe Fernando Torres, um, but yeah, you got like I say, you got your own thoughts, and what do you think it would be? Steven Gerrard plus.
Stephen Gerrard. And I maybe would agree with you with Shabby.
Mm,
Uh, he's played at Madrid. He's played at Bayern, and I'd say he was in his prime at Liverpool.
yeah,
Um, the partnership with Gerrard he formed was unreal. Um, I think he's one of the best midfielders we've ever had. So yeah, I would agree with you with Xabi Alonso there.
fair enough, fair enough. Right, no problem. Appreciate your time, Jack. Keep safe with the coronavirus. And yeah, I'm sure we'll speak again. And thanks for coming on. Keep watching. Obviously,
Having
spread the word. And thanks, pal.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank,
man. See you in a bit.
bye.